If you had a job where you come to work and people clap for you, it would change your entire mood.
We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC.
Or you can grow a conscience in the next 5 minutes and see where that takes you.
Don't this hit make my people wanna stop? Don't this hit make my people wanna stop? Don't this hit make my people wanna stop?
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday morning. Check your local listing.
What the hell going on?
Oh, we heard tale of a party. Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style.
There can be only one magical Negro.
Con el tiki que llama que buena baila usted a la vuelta papi otra vez llegó el negro de.
It won't take long when there's a song to help you set the pace.
Howling holler from the heart.
This is pathetic.
Where we used to live.
Life could be worse.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Ai, menina, mina, chega aí. Ai, menina, mina, chega aí. Vai, a quebra tem mais, vai. Menina, chega aí. Vai, olha, danado. Eita!
And the Disney stock just keeps going down and down and down.
I'm bag of pixie dust. Contraband.
They're going to do the Mary Poppins thing. They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Yeah. Magic mirror on the wall. The fairest one of all.
Oh, bitch, you killed Kenny.
Kenny.
You fat hoe.
I get it. I'm not persecuted. I'm just an ass.
Well, hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world watching this show. This, of course, is the Spice Lounge, and I am LaReina and Crew, and this is my show where we just give you the hot takes and the spicy conversation with all the shenanigans that go on in pop culture during the week, whether it's the good stuff or the, I really wish I had a brain bleach, before I found out about that. We have got so much going on because there's always crazy going on in the world of pop culture. We've got Dungeons and Dragons yet again, a prime example of why we need to gatekeep our stuff. Because I swear right now, Dungeons and Dragons, it's like walking into a furry convention and you have no freaking idea what the heck is going on. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Klingons and skirts. You heard me. Klingons in skirts. Star Wars is coming out with a Jar Jar Binks novel that. And if you thought that was bad, well, Tron Ares has found out the hard way that Tron movies without Tron in it, folks ain't going to see that. So we're going to talk about that, plus some other hot topics in the world of pop culture. So I am so glad you guys are all here, starting to filter in. between the YouTubes, between the X's, and between the Facebook. I so do appreciate that, especially with all my panelists. Let me bring them on. First up, we have got my girl Erica from Hanging with Erica and Rob. And we have also got Tom. How are you folks doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm freaking tired.
Yeah, me too. I've been popping popcorn like crazy. I think I'm maybe 400 bags in, I think.
Oh,
Did you just say 400?
she said
I
400. Erica's
Are you feeding every troop where you're at? I mean,
I might as well be. I mean, we get like 3,000 trick-or-treaters. You should see the amount of candy I have too. I have this massive cauldron, plastic one that's like this
3,000
big.
trick-or-treaters.
And it's filled to the brim with candy. And yeah.
Let's take a plane
Mhm.
flight, LaReina. I need some free stuff.
Let's go to Erica's house.
I'd love to have y'all over. It'd be so much fun.
I'd get arrested in a heartbeat there.
Love it. I love it. I would love to dress up like Maleficent and just scare little children.
I could go as I could get dressed up as a pirate and scare everybody. I do it
That
yearly.
works too. That works too. My other outfit, my other costume, of course, is like Maleficent. Not Maleficent, excuse me. Morticia. Morticia Adams.
Oh, that's a fun one.
It's gonna be cool.
I could totally be Gomez.
Oh yeah, you could.
Yeah.
It would be perfect. Oh, but speaking of perfect, folks, I see the 70 of you guys in there already so far, and we've barely gotten the show started. Let's go see who's in the chat real quick. Let's see. I see Snort Poopus Cuber in the chat. Good seeing you, my dear. The polar bear from Pinellas County is here. And of course, we've got Tom here. He is on the panel.
That guy's annoying.
He is. Yeah. I heard he is, but he likes rum, so he can't be all that bad, you know.
Yeah.
CJ, my thumbnail guy, is in the chat. Good seeing you, my dear. Let's see who else we have got. We have got Thanatos Felicitas in the chat as well. Hello, everyone. I have no idea why yet again YouTube has decided to show your one's at names, but
Data mining.
yeah, something's going
What
on.
is it they're mining for, anyways?
Oh,
If I knew that, I'd be working for them.
Let's just say all kinds.
You got to start making new friends, you know.
I have enough
over
friends.
there.
You know, something else. Let's see. We've got Mark Daly in the chat as well. Greetings from the Panhandle of Florida, aka South Georgia. Good seeing you, my dear. And of course, we have got Erica in the chat as well. She's on the panel. Let's see. We have also got, I love seeing you guys. D Nice Gamer says, hey, everybody. Hey, and hello.
Hi.
It's been a while since I've seen you. So good seeing you here, my dear. And Mark says, Disney, more bombs than a Miss Pager factory.
Jeez. Wow.
I get the reference and I like it.
Yes. Same. It's like, damn. That was savage. Hey, Dylan, how you doing? Says, hey, LaReina, sup, Chad and panel. Going Shogi is here as well, saying hi to a slew of people. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Yeah, user handle time. Yep. Yep. Which one of you interns hit the wrong button? I'm just saying. Brain bleach. Gonna have to remember that. Yeah.
It's called lots of Jägermeister.
Oh Lord.
Mm.
Oh man.
Or grain alcohol, either one. That's brain bleach.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm.
It's just like, I did not need to see that. I did not need to retain that. Eye bleach is not enough. I need brain bleach, and trust me, you're gonna need brain bleach for some stuff we're gonna see tonight. I had to see it, which means y'all gonna have to see it too. Blame the Dark Council. I blame Fatal J for that nonsense. You got to go see the Dark Council show we had last night. Oh Lord, it was just too funny. It was too funny. We talked a lot about James Gunn. Yeah, a dude so full of himself, he put himself in the last episode of Peacemaker. Put himself in the shot. Can't write worth a damn, but can put yourself.
You know what? If I was able to run a thing like that, I'd put myself in it too.
Not if it was crap, though, right?
I wouldn't care. If I'm getting paid that much money, I wouldn't care.
That is a point. D&D players can always write their own campaigns, though, so at least they can block out most of the noise. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with D&D. We'll get to it. I have a superficial reason, kind of why I kind of know what I do about D&D, but I know like Critical Role and some other ones, they've been doing their own tabletops ever since, Wizards of the Coast decided to be complete douche canoes with what they were doing to people. It's just a mess. Klingons and skirts sounds like a burlesque show for ugly people. It's certainly not the Empire Strips Back, I'll tell you that much. Certainly not that. And we're not talking like, the Scottish Klingon. I've seen that rendition at conventions and stuff. No, not cool like that. Definitely not cool like that. More like Dylan Mulvaney type Klingon. But I told you were going to need brain bleach.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand that even more. It's just one of those dreams where I should have made myself a couple of margaritas.
Yeah. So I can forget.
Maybe.
I never saw it.
I do have tequila and mustache.
Okay, now that's in my head. Pee Wee Herman. Amanda Pizzolato, I know this is you, my dear, says, hello, lovely LaReina, practically perfect panel and cheery chat. How is everyone? How is the Halloween decorations coming along? I'm getting used to being in a full work week again and soaking up all the stuff about my new job. My Halloween decorations, I have not put them out yet. I have fall decorations, so that's going to be a question for Erica, because she is like amazing with her Halloween decorations.
I just finished building my floating table, and it works beautifully. I'm so freaking stoked for this. Yeah, I got video of it, so I need to really get on and put this video together and get it out. I think I might, I don't know, either one or two videos. I might do a short just to tease everybody, do a teaser.
I think that's even better. Do a short. So
we did the full dress rehearsal last night, and I got video of it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Soul Assassins at party at Erica's house. Bring your own candy and booze.
You don't need to bring candy. She's got enough for the troops. Just bring the booze.
That is the rule we have. It's bring your own booze, and what you bring, you're going to take back with you. It doesn't stay here.
Don't leave your booze at the house.
I like when people leave booze at my house. I resell it. Oops, did I say that out loud?
No, you don't. You drink it. Be honest.
Depends what it is.
That's true.
I would just buy like various alcohol to have like in the house, because I wind up using it for baking when it would get cold and stuff like that. But Thanksgiving, so my friends would go to everyone else's house, and then mine was the last stop. So you know what they did at my house, right? Drank up all my all my liquor, all my food. We're like, yeah, because you got the good stuff. I'm like, where's my limoncello? Where's my wild turkey? Where's my Stolichnaya? Where's my Grey Goose?
When you
That's
know
why
the
you
troops
have
are coming, you better
Jägermeister.
hide it.
Jägermeister, the most nastiest rum you could find, and then you put out peppermint schnapps.
Oh,
They'll
Yeah.
never come and drink your stuff again.
They probably stopped being my friend then too.
that's
No,
the most
knowing them, they're just like,
you
I
won't
know
come
you're,
back.
I know you're hiding it in the house. I know you am. We'll find it. I like Southern Comfort, whether it comes from a short bound glass or a tall blonde girl. Southern Comfort, some good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. That is
So
some
we
good
went to Hollow Scream last week with my my brother, my sister-in-law, my wife, and we go up to this bar, and I asked for rum and coke, and somehow she heard a 7 and 7. So I get this drink handed to me. I take a sip, and I just about spit it everywhere because I wasn't expecting that. It was kind of funny. And my brother goes, "What happened?" I'm like, "Check your drink." He got the rum and coke. How the hell did I get a 7 and 7? I do not know.
Wow.
But that's how my week went. So my howl scream, I basically wanted to scream from nasty poison
Oh
alcohol.
my gosh.
Oh.
Mark says Stoli, Grey Goose, LaReina has good taste. Yeah, because in college when all you could afford was Old E or
Whose
Mad
farm?
Dog 2020.
Yeah,
Once
Mad
you-
Dog. Whose
Gosh,
farm?
we
once
lived
you
off of that
can-
in high school.
Once you can
Mad
level
Dog
up.
2020.
Ooh,
And that
man.
Mike's Hard Lemonade was another one.
What about
And the
Thunderbird?
Bacardi Breezers.
Thunderbird, Natty Ice.
Oh, natties. Oh,
Mm,
I got a good friend who loves his natties. I'm like, ugh.
Once I had enough money, I'm like, nah. My prize thing was the oh my gosh, amaretto. Like,
yeah, no. They gave that to me on my 21st birthday. I did a shot of it. It was disgusting. It almost made me throw up. Not a
no,
fan.
you can't drink that straight. Nah, you can't drink that straight.
Yeah,
I put it in the-
yeah. No.
Nah.
Everclear and fruit punch. That's all I'm gonna say.
Stop. Wow.
Nah, I use that. I use that in my Italian cream cake because I
I
make
can
a
see it.
simple
Yeah.
syrup and I use
Everclear in it?
Oh no, not
No,
Everclear.
amaretto.
Amaretto.
Oh, I was like, what?
I must really hate somebody.
Like, wow.
I think I gave somebody an idea. Yeah, you make a simple syrup out of Everclear and shit. We're not saying that we're not condoning drinking. Just we're just saying there's some stuff you
Please drink responsibly.
don't. Yes, drink responsibly. Even if you don't
I'm
play
only
it.
responsible for my own drink.
Oh my gosh. Well, so glad seeing you guys all here. We're going to start off with some hot topics now. I love retro games. And I have to say, the McDonald's in Japan, whoever is running the social media for McDonald's Japan is freaking amazing. You have to see them on X. They came up with this campaign. I could not believe it when I saw it, and I'm mad we don't have it here.
マクドナルドに会いに行くストリートバーガーはい焦がしニンニクいいよ焦がしニンニクマヨタナドテリヤキウィンストリートバーガーズ今だけトルトトトお得なクーポンも
Yeah, they would do that here.
Wait, there's more.
はい100で油淋鶏マヨチキンウィンストリートバーガーズ今だけやったお得なクーポンも
Freaking love Chun-Li. There's one more.
会いに行くストリートバーガーはいチャンネルクッシュ
Mugen!
ウィンストリートバーガーズ今だけタラタタタお得なクーポンも
I guess that means I'm loving it.
マクドナルドに会い
Dude, I miss Japan McDonald's. They were the best McDonald's I've ever had.
I've never been to McDonald's. Well, I haven't been to Japan. So I've only been to McDonald's in the UK, where at least then they still fried their apple pies in lard, and I was just like, oh my
Oh,
god,
they do that here in Germany. They fry them and oh, they're so good.
ooh, it was so good. I was just like, I'm just here for the apple pies. That's it. I
Yeah, the
went
apple
to
pies like that, I can imagine. Oh,
oh my, oh god, it was so good. It was
Popeyes
so
out here started selling fried apple pies, just like the McDonald's ones. So I don't know if in the States they have these apple pies, but they are legit. They taste better than the McDonald's ones because they have a cinnamon sugar on top of the fried. So it's deep fried and it's got cinnamon sugar on top. So you get the extra cinnamon sugar flavor with that fried goodiness and the apple filling. Oh yeah, it's freaking great.
so good. I know Crystal. I don't know if you can find them anymore in the South, but they
I
used
love Crystal
their
burgers.
in
Crystal, I got
Italian.
one 5 minutes from my house.
Oh, you do fried? Yes,
Um,
fried apple
they
pies. I
have.
freaking love it.
I love their milk.
Their milkshakes. Oh man, I love Sonic's milkshakes. They are just so. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. And I've been to
Nah,
McDonald's in
I'll take a
Germany
cold
too.
brew from Gideon's again.
Well, those are always good.
Mm.
McDonald's in Japan is also made of real food and now ground gym match.
Yep.
I can't
You gotta
remember.
wait for it to be cooked. And they bring it to your table, and it is hot, and I mean piping hot. Yep.
That is on the bucket list, the trip to Japan. I will come back flat ass broke.
And
But
everything is like what you see in the pictures and their ads. The food presentation is the same when they bring it to you.
But our
They're
money
very
goes further in
meticulous
Japan.
about everything being like picture perfect. Yeah.
And our money is worth more right now, LaReina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta get over there. I gotta get over there. Good night, Snortopoopas. That is definitely on my list of bucket list things to do. I want to go to Universal Studios Japan. I want to go to Tokyo Disneyland. I want to go to the Harajuku district. I want to go see a couple of temples. I want to ride the bullet train. More specifically, I want to ride the Hello Kitty Shinkansen. That's the one that I want to ride, is the Hello Kitty one.
I just want to go look at the guitars.
You sound like my grandpa.
That's a long.
Sorry, they make some really cool stuff over there.
No, they do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know Soul Assassin. I got some friends. The Ginger Ninja who lives over there. He's like, yeah, tell me when you're coming. Tell me when you're coming. I'm probably gonna have to be there for like 3 weeks or something like that. And I know about the Godzilla Hotel too. That's also on my list. I'm like, man, that's just gonna be absolutely freaking amazing. Well, going from cool ass Japanese McDonald's ads and trucks. I follow the Japanese McDonald's handle on Twitter. Follow that. That's a good follow for real. You just had some cool stuff in there. But go into this. I don't have the words. If you know, you know. Cosplayers rock. Do you guys know which anime this is from?
No.
I'm trying.
But I mean, their costumes look really good.
I think I've seen it.
This JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that is Jotaro and that is Dio. So if you watch Stardust Crusaders, which is my favorite part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's like set in the 90s. That's what this one is from. on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I would say the most popular installment of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is Stardust Crusaders. Yep, JoJo. Yep, exactly. He's got the hair hat because the hat is actually part of his hair. He's got like the Z Cavalry belt, pants, the pop collar, the jacket, and then that's Dio in the back. Oh my gosh. And I'm blanking on I am blanking on what his what Dio's standard. It's a darn shame. I know Jotaro's is he had oh my gosh, the world where he could stop time. Yeah, but Dio is like one of the craziest anime villains ever. He is just hilarious. I freaking love him. David Production did Fire Force and Cells at Work. Yeah, Fire Force was cool. That was cool. And yeah, David Productions, that is, I want to say, my second favorite animation studio. Mappa's first for me. And then David Production. It is like insane. Absolutely insane. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that was the one that people suggested I watch first when I want to get back into anime. And it is a complete and total acid trip. And if you like music, you will like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. First episode, this dude is like, yeah, I'm Speedwagon. Oreo Speedwagon. I'm like, what? You get there's all these characters that are named after like rock bands and R&B bands throughout and they all they're names of characters. They're in it. It's freaking hysterical. I remember Rory Rocks. It's cute. When do they do when they have to use the bathroom? I don't know. You have to count on a lot of friends because I know some friends who would cosplay and they had like the big, huge dresses. Like one girl, she was Princess Peach. You need friends to help you out all this stuff. It's so cute, but it is crazy. There is a new season of JoJo. The anime or I know the anime they're doing Steel Ball Run, which I wasn't really too thrilled with. Honestly, I dropped out of JoJo after oh my gosh, not that one. Golden Wind I absolutely hated. I did not like Golden Wind. So they're going to do the next one, which should be on Netflix. I forget when. I think like next year. I wasn't in the Steel Ball Run, that part of the anime. The manga. So I just ignored it. So right before he leaves, does he say, "Time for me to fly"? And yes, teamwork makes a dream work. Yes, it does, especially when it comes to cosplay. For real, for real, for real. Okay. Dang it. We're just gonna rip the band-aid off. So apparently at New York Comic-Con, they announced some new Star Wars books and comics. Now, this is not the Star Wars books and comics from, back in the day, like the EU, the Marvel Star Wars comics. No.
Are they retconning crap again?
Yes. The High Republic, as we like to call it. Books where, the
Why do I see Leia and Rey?
Oh, well, that's because this is a new book called Star Wars Legacy. Okay. That's it right there. And there's Kylo. And it's a new adult novel set between the events of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, which was announced during the Lucasfilm publishing panel. So apparently set between episodes, 9 and 10? Either way, Rey and Leia embark on a quest to repair Rey's lightsaber. Okay, first of all, isn't a Jedi supposed to be able to repair their own lightsaber?
Yes.
I always thought that was it. I mean, they may need a new kyber crystal, but that's like not knowing how to repair or take after your own field weapon, I would think.
Wait, especially since she was a scavenger who built crap, supposedly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now she needs a mommy figure to help her, who was never really trained in that galaxy as a Get Jedi in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. She just knows how to use the Force, like she knows how to fly the Millennium Falcon. Seriously?
I ain't ever reading it.
This is like ridiculous. But anyway, I'm not even going to read through the whole summary because, frankly, all you need to know is it's just Rey and Leia, and Rey's lightsaber is broken. Anyway, Madeline Rue. I think this was the same chick who wrote the High Republic book about a pilot that was a slab of rock or something.
What?
I kid you not. Okay, so for real, what happened was, and you guys, some of you will remember exactly what this was. Okay, so in one of these books, and I think it was Madeline Rue, she wrote this book, the Star Wars novel, High Republic novel, and the pilot of the ship was a rock named Geode. I kid you not. And supposedly in an interview, they asked her about this, and she said, "Oh, I was trying to come up with a character, and that was a pilot, and I didn't want him to be Han Solo, but kind of sort of like Han Solo." So you crapped on Han Solo with that one. So she's like, "I don't know what I should call, what it should look like." And apparently her boyfriend at the time said, "Well, why don't you make it a rock?" She made it a rock. I think her significant other was joking, and she
Or
thought
stoned.
he was serious.
Either one. Doesn't matter.
Even stoned, I would think you come up with something better than, "Oh, we're going to make the pilot a rock." Yeah, literally, I got a rock. Yeah, exactly. No one would forget that. This is the same chick that when they had a Star Wars podcast that was talking about all of this, do you know at the end of the podcast, she did this. Is this from Star Wars?
Wow. Huh.
I'm like, Lucasfilm.
I mean, I don't follow Star Wars that closely. I'm not as or Star Trek, but dang, even I know Normie here even knows the difference. Like what?
That's like the reason why I know I have not really watched Dragon Ball Z, but I know to never watch Dragon Ball Evolution, which is the worst like live action Dragon Ball Z movie ever. Even I know that. No, this was that literally. Yeah. So I think this is the same chick. Now this one, Eyes Like Stars. That this one really pisses me off. Okay. So supposedly this is going to be a Star Wars romance novel.
What? And who's falling in love?
Yes.
Is it two girls, two guys, or a guy and a girl?
It's a rock
I'd
and a
have
ship.
to ask.
Well, what it says, okay, the first official Star Wars romance novel, Eyes Like Stars. New York Comic Con got a first look at the dreamlike cover. I know I can pull this up a little bit for you guys. Let's see. Features a couple in search of their happily ever after in a galaxy far, far away. The charming young adult romance set about a year and a half before Star Wars The Force Awakens features all new characters, a mysterious artifact, and the fearsome First Order. I know she's like, I'm dead.
I agree. I agree with A2D2.
A2D2.
I'm like, what? First of all, the art looks like crap, and second of all, yeah, I'm going to be the crusty Gen Xer here. They already did a Star Wars romance novel. You know what it was called? The Courtship of Princess Leia.
Leia. Yep.
How do I know? Because that's the main EU novel I ever read.
Thrawn in
more
it.
than once.
That was a good series.
Like I read Thrawn, I read Heir to the Empire, but the first one that I bought, as soon as they announced that title, I was like, yeah, I gotta have that. I gotta have that. And I read that sucker so many times, the pages were falling off. That
Wow.
was the romance novel. And it was really good too. It was really good, and I freaking loved it. There was romance in Star Wars forever. It was part of the plot, but not the main story. Exactly. But I don't think this is going to be a romance novel written the way you would think a romance novel would be. Probably going to be written where the chick is a girl boss. And
of course,
the dude she's with has literally like a microscopic amount of testosterone. I mean, I do not believe it's going to be anything.
How long we been on?
I think. We've been on for 38 minutes.
I thought you were going to say micro penis because that's about what he's going to have.
If he's got one. If he has one at all.
She might have something that becomes like a space worm that grows for her pleasure. I don't know. Maybe they'll use the lightsaber
more
help.
bad ideas.
I loved this one too. Thanatos Felicitas. I read this one first before I read Courtship of Princess Leia. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And yeah, they did. They did totally screw him over. Yeah, everything is fan fiction now. And it's almost an insult to people who would write fan fiction back in the day, because a lot of that stuff was good. I mean, this was between, films and stuff that would come out. People, for the most part, took that seriously. And even the stuff that wasn't so serious, it wasn't coming from a place of disdain or meanness or anything. It was, coming from like a place of reverence, a place of fun, I'm like that. Hey, the Major, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm so sorry you suddenly want to dinner anymore.
Oh, come on. You want some space worms, Shogi?
Like Slytherin. Hey, I gotta share the pain. Hey, Emily Kruger. Good seeing you, my dear. Yeah, it's hater fiction. Yeah, because it's not something that true Star Wars fans and aficionados from, the original trilogy to even the prequel trilogy, it's okay. Looks like Citizen Kane now compared to, the sequel trilogy, but stuff written by fans or written with a reverence for the source material. This is written by people who think that there is something completely wrong with Star Wars, the way that it is. It's too male, it's too white, it's too heterosexual, and they consider that to be a problem. So rather than make their own stuff in their own universe, their own offshoot, they got to come in here and mess up everything else. And now they only have themselves to blame for it because this stuff does not freaking sell. So just for fun, I'm going to stalk this title and actually read the first chapter in Target because I'm not buying it and let you know exactly how bad this is. But if you thought that was bad,
Do you really want to do that to your eyes?
you know, I love a good train wreck. I'll do it so y'all don't have to. I do it for the content. And I mean, my God, you need to do a read through on stream. Dude, you give me an idea. I might.
You might get people unsubscribing for that.
No, not the way I do it. Not the way I do it.
If Jar Jar is in this book and he doesn't become a Sith Lord, I'm going to be pissed.
This is. Look, Ahmad Best, I am so sorry that certain people gave you a ration of crap about Jar Jar Binks. Personally, I didn't see the problem with them. I just thought, hey, it's just some weird looking alien, and Star Wars is still a weird looking alien. So what's the problem? So I guess it wasn't enough that they put him in. What was it in? Was it the Acolyte? Was it no? It wasn't Andor because I didn't watch Andor. You know, then Ahmad Best was in that. No, it was Ahsoka. I think it was Ahsoka that he was in. You got to give Jar Jar a book. And he's writing it. Like, I don't think he's the main writer, but why do we need a Jar Jar Binks novel? It's a one-shot comic. Oh, okay. Okay. Jar Jar Binks from the prequel trilogy, and Kelleran Beck, who has been seen in The Mandalorian as a Jedi who saved young Grogu from the Jedi Massacre Order 66. Yeah, that was his character in Ahsoka. Yeah. Who's excited for a Jar Jar comic book?
Nope.
Hard enough if we don't raise our hands.
I'm not a reader anyways.
It's a comic book. All you gotta do is look at pictures and point.
Why should they be doing this? Because they are out of freaking ideas. My goodness. I can't. Yeah, Darth Jar Jar. I'd read that. I would totally read that. Yeah. Hey, Keely, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Stig says, I think Jar Jar had a comic in the old EU too, but I do not think it was very popular. Barely sold. Yeah, I think he did.
I just want to know if everything's going to be written out like he talks. Is he going to hear himself the way he talks?
Did y'all ever watch the first South Park movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
And there was the scene. Let's see, what was it? Operation Get Behind the Darky. I kid you not, this is what they said. And I guess one of the black military guys said, "We's gonna die," and I fell out laughing in the theater. I could not breathe. Laughing so freaking hard. They went and did it. Hey, Charles says it's made for the shills. Yeah, it's not made for us. I don't know how many times we have to deal with Ahmad Best feeling that he got screwed over. It's Hollywood, you know. It happens, but it's like, really, why do we got to suffer through this? I mean, I don't get it. Operation Human Shield. Yeah. I mean, this is just a mess. I mean, I do not see anybody getting this. Star Wars Visions. Now, I will actually watch that. That's on Disney Plus. Star Wars Visions. Basically, what they did was they let a Japanese studio, or over one Japanese studio, a bunch of creators, make their own interpretations of Star Wars. And if you take it as a one-off, it is actually really good because Lucasfilm really has no hand in it. And I have to say, the Visions episodes give more reverence to Star Wars than any of the Star Wars show on Disney Plus. I will say that much. And no, I don't want the Art of Andor. That was a boring ass show that I don't even want to watch. Charles, you're gonna watch Visions? Yeah, I really did like Visions, especially if you like anime. It's really, for the most part, they got a couple stinkers in each season, but not very many. I think I would say like out of, I would say about 95% of them are actually really good. Oh, Studio Trigger did theirs, did the anime. Probably why I like it. Studio Trigger is really bright with their anime, but it's still really really cool. I like their stuff. Ahmad Best seems to be a good guy, but he just can't act. Wasn't he a dancer or mime or something when Lucas hired him? I don't know, but that would kind of make sense. Yeah, I didn't Jar Jar. I could just kind of take or leave. He didn't annoy me. Didn't I didn't wasn't excited, to see it. For some reason, Lucas wanted to put him in there. He's a creator. Let him do what he wanted. It was okay. I just thought he was kind of funny. Andor and Rogue One managed to make everyone in the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy canonically retarded. I will say it. Not even The Last Jedi managed that feat. Andor was too slow. I like a slow burn, but here's the thing about a slow burn. You have to keep people on a hook to want to go through that slow burn. Classic slow burn is like a mystery. There's always things to keep people hooked. Like saying, I got to find out what happens. I got to find out what happens. Andor, I didn't freaking care. I was just like, are we done? All right, I can only watch like 1-2 episodes of Andor and I was done. Rogue One, I keep falling asleep on. I told Abu Nas, I'm like, I tried to watch that 3 times and I kept falling asleep every time watching Rogue One. I am not gonna try that one anymore. Hey Linda, good seeing you, my dear. Everyone in the OT and the PT. I mean, oh, okay. Yeah, Andor, I just didn't really go for it. But it looks like, who wants the Art of the Acolyte?
No.
It just keeps getting worse.
No.
I can't.
Make it stop.
Please.
This hurts my brain.
Oh, well,
I'm needing brain bleach now.
I can't.
No, I need a lobotomy.
Now, Industrial Light and Magic 50 Years of Innovation. I would get that. I would like that. Yeah, that actually looks like a really cool book. That I can rock with. Cinematic Legacy, Star Wars Legacy. Okay. No, I do not want Mandalorian and Grogu. Oh my gosh. No. That new movie is basically going to be adventures in babysitting in space. Literally. I saw the trailer and I was like, boring. Hey, Rabbits and Reels, how you doing? A long time no see, LaReina. Well, good to see you. I'm going to see your Judy Hopps avatar. Love her. Well, 155 of you guys watching. Thank you so very much. We are talking latest in pop culture here on the Spice Lounge. Make sure you hit that like button. That is your price of admission. Cheaper than anything that Lucasfilm will try to sell you. Remember I said I had a superficial reason for liking Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, I knew about it. I had some friends who played it. I just wasn't into it. That's a time commitment for Dungeons and Dragons. It's not something that you can do for a couple minutes or even an hour and like be done with. And I wasn't really into fantasy, but I knew some friends of mine who were like into that, like really, really into that. And I love the art. The art is what was gorgeous about Dungeons and Dragons, especially dragons, because I freaking like dragons. So love the art on Dungeons and Dragons. But how can I put this? So when I found out that this used to be a dungeon master, just watch. Just watch.
Vin Diesel wrote a very affecting introduction to a book, right? Right?
Yes.
He's such a nerd. I love
I
it.
will quote you.
Okay.
He said, we were all drawn to the game because it allowed us to become these characters. Playing D&D was a training ground for our imaginations and an opportunity to explore our own identities.
Dungeons and Dragons.
So obviously, gaming meant a lot to you as developing as a person.
Yes.
Right, Vin?
It is a training ground for your imagination. But when you would play as a character, about 2 hours into it, your voice would change.
Right.
Your body composition would change. Now, any moment you can get up from the table and pull out a sword and, you know. Imagine Dungeons and Dragons with a table filled with ardents. We'd create these worlds and Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. Right? Right, Vin? Right?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. And they really are. And the thing that I liked about that is that you could tell he was so like how much he loved playing it. And from what I read, like he was a crazy talented dungeon master, because dungeon master can make or break the whole entire game from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played. I know, I know Steve plays Dungeons and Dragons, but that's what I know about. It's like it hinges on the Dungeon Master. So when I found out that Vin Diesel liked Dungeons and Dragons, I'm like, ooh, okay, he could actually get me to sit down and actually play a game of Dungeons and Dragons if he's a dungeon master. I know, superficial, but no, it is what it is. Sting says a dungeon master is only as good as his players too. Two-way street for sure. Yeah, he used to play with his buddies when he was living in New York. Yeah. Amanda says Vin Diesel, Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa, and several others are being done dirty by Hollywood, probably because they are nerds. Good-looking nerds, but nerds nonetheless. Yes, they are nerds. Jason Momoa is one too. Oh, God, I met him twice. But that was back when Dungeons and Dragons was still, really cool to play, and people loved it, and they
You could
loved the
still play it
characters.
without all the woke crap.
Yeah, you could play it without with all the rule crap, because honestly, without gatekeeping, you get this crap. And I'm gonna blow. This is literally from the Dungeons and Dragons account. Yeah, Wizards of the Coast. In this realm, your story is yours to tell. What in the Hello Kitty is going on?
I got a full screen this because I can't see it. I don't really know if I want to.
What?
No.
Oh, hell no.
Let's see.
All you need is that reporter yelling, "Is this the gayest Dungeons and Dragons ever?"
I see this and it's just got me like,
No.
We've gone.
Yep, I second that.
Yeah.
Oof.
This is
Mm.
freaking rainbows, a blue dragon, a minotaur, and whoever it is, I don't know, two dudes, pink hair. I'm guessing this is a lesbian couple down here. What the heck? It
Yeah,
somebody
Mark. Yes.
This is yeah, literally. Yeah. That's a Skittle hair trash. Holy smokes, looks straight out of the milk. Yeah, this crap like this is the reason why stuff needs to be gate kept. And here's the difference, because you'll hear people say, well, oh, you just wanna keep people out. No, no, no. Well, yes and no.
If you're gonna do this shit, yes.
You want to keep the people out who want to change everything in order to make them feel comfortable. That's the problem. If you want to get into something because you genuinely want to get into it and you're willing to abide by what the community already has in place, that's different. But when you approach something like this and you call everyone ists and phobes and orcs are racist and blah, blah, and this, that, and the other thing, because you don't think Dungeons and Dragons is the way that you think that it should be. You know, how many times that we hear you have to make it queer friendly, but make your own freaking stuff. Why the heck should Dungeons and Dragons have to change? Because because this is what I said. What in the world is this crap? And Blabs is like, I don't feel represented. Of course.
Thank you. That's my face right there. The Barbie with a
What the?
That's the face. Yeah, that's
Just no. Absolutely freaking no. None of this looks like the Dungeons and Dragons that we know, because they just don't. It's easier to destroy something that exists than to make your own stuff from scratch. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
It's not called Dungeons and Dragons. It's D&D or Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
Or Dog Shit Delight. Take your pick.
Yep. Avarice Carmageddon. They're stupid and want to self-insert. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Let's just say, like, I'll give an example. A lot of times I would go to STAR, to science fiction conventions, and a lot of times people thought that I was in the wrong spot. They thought that maybe I was a vendor. I'm like, no, I'm actually here because I like the stuff that's going on. And I would get tested by some people if I really knew Star Wars or not. And you have some people who they genuinely want to get into it, but they don't quite understand. So they do ask a lot of questions. It's different if you're somebody who's genuinely interested in something and you want to find out how to fit in with that, like know all the rules and regulations and guidelines and stuff like that. Who plays this, who plays that. People are more than willing to accept you, no matter what you are, no matter what you look like, no matter what your sexual preference is, because in the end of the day, you all like the same thing and you're interested in the same hobby. Now that's different from the Skittles Nation people and their sycophants who think that everything is wrong with you and you need to change it in order to fit them. And then you have companies like Wizards of the Coast that just folded with that nonsense. And now Dungeons and Dragons is, like Tom said, dumb and dumber and getting Dante says, gay. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Everything doesn't have to become that way because it's just get over yourselves, you pricks. Stop ruining everything.
What the heck is that? That granted, this is just me, but I remember the dragons in Dungeons and Dragons. They were some badass looking dragons, usually fire, burning people up and stuff. Especially
What's
the
this
ones
one
that had
do?
like 3 heads.
What's this one do? Shoot little special snowflakes at you that turns your rainbow colors?
No, farts glitter.
Sounds like Care Bears.
Yeah.
And that's offensive to Care Bears.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Things like perhaps letting mentally challenged people make products for you might not have been a grand idea. You were getting extremely ratioed here. Oh, yeah. They are getting completely ratioed in this. Look at this. How did we go? I'm going to blow this up. How did we go from this on the left, which is what I think about when it's Dungeons and Dragons? This is the art that I remember. Scary ass stuff.
It's like dark and gothic looking. Yeah. That
You're absolutely right. It's dark. It's, it's gothic. The artwork is just insane. You look at it and you're like, yeah, I'm going to be in a whole different world playing this tabletop game. So we go from that to, like Erica said, something about the freaking Care Bears. Look, it's got an eye with a heart in it. What the frick is that?
And it's smiling.
It's like a demented Chester the molester.
I'm coming to get you.
Coming to get you, Barbara. I'm gonna kiss you, make you a big kiss. Oh my god.
That thing is the stuff of
This is freaking
They Disney Junior'd that poor monster.
They did. You know what? I was listening to Clownfish TV because Neon did a video on this, and he said, "You know what this is like?" He's like, "Okay, so the first picture, that's like when you're a kid and you're playing Dungeons and Dragons and all this. And you got all your stuff there. That's what this picture looks like. Then your sister comes in and girlifies everything. That's what that looks like." Damn.
My sister would have been put in a closet.
Oh, I would so be down with that, Soul Assassin. Oh my gosh.
Escape from the Villages.
Little Pony ever. And I loved My Little Pony. Oh my gosh.
I think Shogi's a brony.
He's a brony. I never understood the brony thing at all. Hasbro's the same company that poorly marketed Transformers 1, a movie that is actually really good. I didn't watch Transformers 1. It just wasn't for me, but it looked okay. And some folks said, yeah, it was actually pretty okay, but just probably because when I look at animated, Transformers, I'm thinking about the old school Transformers cartoons. Remember those?
Yeah.
Now I hear Transformers, I always think it's some trans dude trying to go into women's swimming again.
Oh my gosh. They make dragons look like or Lego movie with the Duplo. The Duplo blocks. Yeah. The big, huge, thick blocks for preschoolers. That's not even girlified, more like cutified. It makes it simple. It looks like Cal Arts blew up or something. It's none of this art. It doesn't look like, how would I say it? Like this type of art looked like it's detailed. It took time. It took attention. It had purpose.
Soul Assassin nailed it. Drag Gons.
I want them scaring the F out of me like upper level demons and Demon Slayer. Yes.
Yeah.
You do not want this coming at you. You're like, what spell? What? I do not want this thing coming at me.
Honestly, I'm more afraid of the one with the heart.
This one's like fabulous. Yeah,
I'm more afraid of that.
That's yeah.
Because at least if the other one would kill me and I'm dead, this one might try to do unspeakable things to me after it kills me.
I don't give my chance. You rolled a 12. You can use the women's bathroom.
Oh God.
But I'm for real. As much as you hear people whine that, oh, you're trying to gatekeep things, we sure as heck are trying to gatekeep stuff. Because if you don't, you wind up getting this kind of crap that's going on. And most people have had it. Had it with people saying everything is wrong with your particular hobby and you need to have us change it so it's more diverse and accessible, and it should be for everyone. No, it shouldn't.
It is for everybody, as long as you go with the rules that are there, you putz.
There you go. Hello. I'm going by the @name Magic Lime. I'm so sorry because YouTube is giving everybody @names, but I love your avatar and
AMJ
and the prince in his non-monster form, non-beast form. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I want Muzan level
That's
scary. That's who?
MJ.
MJ? Hey. So yeah, it deserves to go down, and this is my favorite one right here. Bruh Wolf.
That one takes the cake. I like that one.
That says it all right there.
I need that so I can put it on my front window.
That's good. Oh man, that one got me going. Oh jeez.
I can't. Dude said bio, please. As a gay man, I beg of you, stop representing me, please. For the love of Wooden and Thunor, stop. I can't take being represented anymore. You are representing me right out of my hobby. Damn. Oh. You brought it on yourself. Really, really. You brought it on yourself. Gravity Falls was so good. I've heard.
That's a great.
I've heard it was. I haven't seen it. Camera Girl seen it. I may have to binge it.
Oh, yeah. My nieces, my older sister, her kids love, and I mean love that show to the point where my oldest niece has made like little hats and shirts with logos and all kinds of things that go with the show.
Oh my gosh, this is so freaking funny. Technicolor, y'all. Oh my gosh. My son told me to change my name, LOL. He said folks are going to think I'm a magic line. Too cute. Well, keep this avatar in your brain for a while because you're going to need it when we go to this next story.
Oh God, I'm scared.
All 170 of you folks watching, get ready. Coming to us from That Park Place, my friend Marvin Montanaro.
Yeah, I know those guys.
You know these dudes? Yeah, I know these dudes too. Star Trek Starfleet Academy's Klingon wearing a skirt sparks fan backlash at New York Comic-Con. I have to blame Fatal J for finding this because I saw it mentioned on X, but I didn't follow it because I didn't need a visual. But He brought it up on the Dark Council, and let's just say we roasted the heck out of this. I mean, look at this.
Do I have to?
Yes,
Oh,
we do. But you know what?
gosh. I need that brain bleach.
Let's see. I'll read this part here
Mhm.
first. Paramount and Skydance's controversial Starfleet Academy made a big splash at New York Comic Con, but not for the reason the studio intended. Among the lavish displays, massive booth installations, and preview imagery of the upcoming series, one photo has ignited heated discussion across the fan base. A male Klingon character wearing a skirt. Now, for a franchise already walking a fine line between traditional and modern messaging, this design choice struck a nerve. Many fans fear that Starfleet Academy may revive the heavy-handed social politics that plagued Star Trek Discovery rather than the character-driven adventure fans praised in the past. I do not remember a Klingon looking like that. Do either of you?
No.
Mm-mm.
I've never seen a female Klingon looking like that, let alone a male one.
No. I mean, this is the type of Klingons that I'm used to seeing. You know, Duras sisters. Of course, you got Worf. You know, this is how the Klingons looked. I mean, granted, original series, they had a little makeup thing that were going on, but, they did the
I
best.
could see them rocking a kilt, but not that crap.
That's what I was saying, because I've been to Star Trek conventions where they've had like a couple Klingons that did have like Scottish kilts on, that actually worked. But a Scottish kilt definitely does not look like that. Yes, exactly. Exactly. They've gone from
Kicked out of Klingon society, Rose Baggins? No, they'd kill his
I
butt.
don't look like one.
That's what we were saying on the Dark Council.
The Batla would be in back of his head.
What was that one episode where they all like turned their backs on the traitor? Well, they might not have even given them that courtesy. They probably would have just murked them,
The Batla in the back of the head. That would have been it.
That's the Klingon women, Lursa and Bator. It's like, come on. It's like, this is what the Klingons look like. Not, oh my gosh.
Starfleet pansy.
What would this be? Like hipster Klingon?
That's New York City. I need my frigging goddamn latte at 2:00 in the afternoon because my brain can't function. And oh my God, did you see my hair? That's that type of Klingon. It's Klingon circling around somebody's butthole trying to be picked clean.
I see Starfleet.
Tell me how you really feel.
You don't call this the Spice Lounge for nothing. Come on.
Yes.
Going.
I don't know about you, but that was a mic drop on that one.
Sorry.
No, that was
not
good.
sorry.
Going Shogi. This is an actual costume. This is an actual costume from this show, Starfleet Academy. It's a friggin' skirt. Not a kilt, a skirt.
It's pink, right?
No.
Doesn't matter what color it is.
It's round. This is like if you put Dylan Mulvaney in Klingon makeup.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's
That's what that looked like. I mean, Yes, Mark with the C said last night he's ashamed. We roasted this on Dark Council for about a good 20 minutes, and I think Fatal J is going to put the clip up on his channel. We just unloaded on this idiocy, just how nuts it was. I would be embarrassed if I was Louis Vuitton for this. Just no, look at this.
How to kill their viewership before the next season's out instantly.
Klingon in a skirt, and this show already has. I heard what was going to go on with it, and I'm like, no, I'm not freaking interested. Outside of third season of Picard, I have no desire to see any of this. So it's like, yeah, I remember that there was this one I don't know where that one came from, but people just kind of looked, blinked, and just, didn't really look at it anymore. But this is in there too. This is a Jem'Hadar.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a Jem'Hadar. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what? Now I need brain. I told you we were going to need brain breeze for this. And copious amounts of alcohol. It looks like a Disney remake of Star Trek. Well, it's Paramount. And I think
I feel bad for Marvin for having to write this.
Yeah. Edward Basket, someone give this fool instead of the skirt. Who's the Pataku came up with this? I see what you did there. I said I totally see what you did there.
Yep.
I don't know when this show is coming out. Not that I plan to watch it, because I was not watching it. But who created it is, Kurtzman. Kurtzman Trek is crap. Alex Kurtzman. I don't know why they keep giving that dude money, but they do. And Stephen Colbert is going to be in the. Oh, that's all I freaking need to know.
What?
Yes. So here it is on IMDb. This is the trailer for Starfleet Academy. Let me pause that because HBO will try to freaking copyright claim that. Yeah. Starfleet Academy follows young cadets training to become Starfleet officers while dealing with friendships, rivalries, and romance, all while facing a mysterious threat to both the Academy and the Federation.
Yeah, gay Klingons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. We're past that. We're past that. They're going to be trans. You know that, right?
Oh, I meant that. Yeah.
And not in a cool way, like Lieutenant Dax in DS9. Not that kind of cool way. No. So Stephen Colbert is in it.
I ain't gonna
Holly
watch
Hunter
just for that.
is in it. I mean, I'm like, who the heck is in here? Holly Hunter is in here. I don't see any of the. Tatiana Maslany is in it. I guess they figured she wasn't going to come back for She-Hulk. They.
Is she gonna twerk to a bat lift? That they might get her some views.
Possibly would. Hey, Izzo. Edward Basket says, I'm not a Star Trek fan, but even I could say this does not look like Star Trek 1 inch of it. No, it doesn't. And again, just like with Star Wars, just like with Doctor Who, just like with Dungeons and Dragons, your existing property is problematic. So we need to fix it. And that's what happened with Kurtzman with Star Trek. And it's just a mess. They wrote Paul Giamatti in this. Robert Picardo, I could care less. He's got really bad TDS lately. Well, for the past couple of years, he's had bad TDS. So Stephen Colbert is the digital dean of Star Trek again, of Starfleet Academy. I can't. I can't with this. So yeah, this is one show that I refuse to watch. Not watching Star Trek. Outside of Picard season 3, which that was literally the ending to Next Gen that we should have gotten and we didn't get. So that was perfect what they did with that. Everything else, nah, don't care. Don't care. So this is yet another thing that is going to crash and burn, literally, because they don't know they know who their audience is, but their primary audience is problematic. So they have to go with the audience that people think should watch Star Trek. So Bonzo Kilborn says Picard 3 was a poop emoji. Well, you and I are going to have to agree to disagree on that one. I know some folks did not like the member berries. I don't tell people what to watch. I frankly enjoyed the heck out of that because Picard season 1 and 2 was absolute dog crap. Complete dog crap. So I loved Picard season 3. I enjoyed it. If folks didn't like it, that's okay. I get it, considering what they've been doing before that one, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. Really did. I haven't trusted Paramount since they did Fast for Dirty on the RPG. It's a FASA. I feel like I should know what that is. And it's not the free application for student aid either. I know it's something that I should know, and I can't remember this. Yeah, Paul Giamatti and Holly Hunter shouldn't be going down with the ship. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But that's who they grabbed. Which is a freaking mess. So going from one mess to the other mess. Tron Ares. Now, who would have thought people wouldn't be interested in a Tron movie that does not have Tron in it?
I didn't even know this effing thing was coming out until people started talking about it.
Yeah.
The only reason that I knew about Tron Ares, and I kid you not, I had forgotten about it until I was in the movie theater to go see Demon Slayer movie.
I didn't get that for the Demon Slayer movie.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Yeah, I got it. They did because they did the trailer for Chainsaw Man, which was so freaking dope. They had that one. They had another one. I forget which one it was. It actually looked pretty good. And then they did the trailer for Tron Ares. And people were just like, what the heck is this? I had forgotten that this movie was coming out. And all I remember is a lot of red, a 9 Inch Nails soundtrack, lots of standing around, red recognizers and bikes, and that's about it. Nothing about it said Tron at all to me. At least with Tron Legacy, you at least had the blue aesthetic, and we didn't know what we were really going to get with Tron Legacy. So a lot of us thought, hey, we're going to get to see Tron again. He's going to pop up, right? No. But the Daft Punk soundtrack was cool. But, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. There's no way I was going to go and see this. Especially with Jared Leto in it.
Pass.
Morbius? I didn't know. No. Remember when they used to design characters to sell toys? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't selling them. They're going to go straight to Ollie's where they'll sit. You know what's bad if they can't sell them at Ollie's or Big Lots below. There's no freaking way. But yeah, Tron Ares box office grid dims to 33 million opening Sunday update. Now I know where I lived at, there was hardly any tickets sold to go see this film. I didn't get a chance to see what the theater down at Disney Springs, what that looked like. Usually that one is filled up more, but they also have less seats and it's also in a touristy area. So like they're already there spending money. People are like, why not just go ahead and watch a movie? But Disney's Tron Ares isn't popping a wheelie this weekend, slowing down to a 33.5 million 3-day and 60.5 million global. Originally, they thought it would clear 40 million to 45 million domestic, 80 to 90 million global. So obviously, that is way down. So essentially, the audience didn't expand on this 43-year-old Disney sci-fi franchise to the youngins, with only 30% under 25 attending. That said, people chose to see the movie in premium format, with 67% coming from PLF screens, IMAX, 3D, ScreenX, D-Box, RPX, stuff like that. 3D theaters alone yielded 31%. IMAX, 6.6 million, delivered 20%. Disney has IMAX for another week on the movie and a 3D for the entire run. That's totally going to lose. I don't know anyone who was going to go really and see this. It's Tron and Don. I heard Disney Springs was sold out for Tron Ares opening week. Yes. And here's also a reason why. Do you guys remember when Captain America Brave New World came out?
Yes.
And they had that video where they showed Anthony Mackie walking into a quote unquote full theater.
Oh boy.
Most of that theater was full of cast members.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, Disney Springs, that's in a touristy area. So, movie comes out, it's going to get, a good amount of seating. I just know with those theaters at Disney Springs, and this is just me, they're a lot smaller than the theaters that I've gone in. It's the amount of seats, maybe like
they're older. They've been there for years now at this point. Back then, they were the talk of the area, but other theaters have come in and, have come out with bigger and better.
The one to go to. Now they have like the Google plexes, like where I am, and they've got like the reclining called Orca loungers. You can put your feet up. You could make like a couch if you wanted to.
Yeah, we don't even have that here in Germany.
Let's see. I'm actually coming to see it for my loyalty to the franchise, even though I know I will be disappointed. Yeah, that's what some people are doing. They're like, I saw the other two. I might as well see this one. And Charles says, I saw it. The movie is so bad that Grace Randolph and John Rocha could not defend this movie. Dang, that's bad. Grace Randolph can't defend it because she's shielded for a lot of darn movies. That's for sure. But let's go into the numbers because we can talk about deadlines, projections, and all of that. But here's the actual numbers, and this is from the numbers, obviously the numbers from the weekend domestic chart. So of course, Tron Ares is up here at 33,241,433 in 1 week. One battle after another, which has to be one of the most disgusting left-wing films I have ever seen.
I haven't watched it. I'm not going to watch it.
I saw the previews. They were everywhere. It seemed like every time I turned on YouTube, I'd see a preview for this freaking movie. And right in the trailer, as soon as they started saying they, them, I'm like, yeah, I'm sure I wasn't going to see it. I'm definitely not going to see it. Not going to see it now. But that's been out 3 weeks, 54 million, we'll say close to $55 million. Gabby's Dollhouse made $26 million, $27 million. That's been out for 3 weeks. That's a family movie. That sucker's got legs. That's going to keep going because that's a kid's film. So that's making quite an amount of money. Conjuring the Last Rites, 173 million. It's been out 6 weeks. Demon Slayer, 129 million. That's been out for like 5 weeks. I think that's still got time to go. It actually made like 2 million last week. It's been out for a while, but yeah, that's all Tron Ares has made. And let me check out the daily box office. Later, Charles. So this is the daily box office. Look at this. So for today, 1.9, about close to 1.8 million.
Adverse has a good point. They're going to re-release K-pop Demon Hunter for Halloween weekend. I think they're right. It's going to slaughter.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It totally is. I think Netflix and what is it, AMC? Was it AMC? Yeah. They finally came to some kind of agreement because before it was like, no, we're not going to do it. But yeah, no, they finally did it. It's going to make a ton of money. I think the only thing that's going to actually give K-pop Demon Hunters any competition is Demon Slayer. And that's just like a different type of, audience. I don't want to go see K-pop Demon Hunters. Let's go watch Let's go watch the Demon
But you notice something here is that you've got Asian.
They're both
entertainment. Cartoons. Yeah, and they're both Asian cartoons. And they're both dominating American entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Because what they do is entertain, because I find myself watching a lot more. I watch an obscene amount of K-dramas.
I just started my first one. And so I started out easing my way into it, into more one of the teen dramas. You can tell it's more for like middle schoolers and teenagers. Mm-hmm. It's the one on Netflix. I forgot the name of it. True Beauty, I think is the name of it. The girl's bullied because she's so ugly, and she masters the art of makeup, and she transfers schools, and she's basically kind of living a double life. And then she's got like the two most popular guys like kind of going after her. And of course, there's a lot of layers into the storyline. They did a really good job with, that's just the surface storyline, but there's a lot of underlayers that are there. Yeah, it's really good. I was like, it's funny because I have it on Spanish. I'm watching it in Spanish dubbed, but have the English subtitles on just so I can, because I don't know Korean.
Wait,
so
Korean
it's been
and
interesting.
Spanish with English subtitles. Okay.
I'm listening to it in Spanish, and then I got the English subtitles on. Okay. Just to make sure that what I'm hearing in Spanish, I'm translating it correctly.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I'm hooked. Like, it's good. I'm like, okay, I can see where this is meant for a younger crowd. But after I'm finished with this one, I'd like to graduate into more of like an adult one, see what those are like.
They hook you with just with like how the stories are written. There's still a big emphasis on families. Heterosexual relationships are not recognized. You have masculinity and femininity are not demonized. They're celebrated.
And it's not hypersexual either. Like I was noticing in one scene, the guy that has the crush on the girl kind of looked over and he was struggling with, I guess, lusting over her because he noticed her legs, and he put a pillow on her legs to, because like he caught himself, and it's like, it was like this thing of like dishonor, and it was integrity. Mm-hmm. And he puts a pillow on her leg, and then just kind of looks the other way. It was subtle, but it was there. And I'm like, gosh, like, when do you ever see that? But I mean, I get it's like meant for a younger crowd. I don't know if the adult ones get a little bit more risque or not, but it is refreshing to see teen dramas not be so hypersexual, you know?
I get you. Yeah, absolutely. Another one, if you finish watching that one, if you're looking for one that's like, I'll say an adult one with regards to content, but it's so freaking hilarious. This one, Trauma Code Heroes on Call.
Okay.
This doctor, if you ever watched House, okay,
Yes.
the
Mhm,
doctor has
yeah.
that kind of personality.
Oh, wow. What?
Like,
For these Korean?
yeah, it's like he calls his resident because his resident is in he had specialized in colorectal surgery. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna call you Anus from now on. He's like, no, I'm Dr. Lee. He said, I'll call you doctor when you've earned it. This dude does
They
stuff
are
like,
funny. The comedy is good, and
it's freaking hilarious. This one,
they don't I like how they don't have to get too crazy raunchy to be funny. It's just like, geez, and the family dynamics. Uh,
they do like this one. Like the doctor, he comes to the hospital and they don't know that he's actually taken over for trauma surgery. So he just goes in and just starts, performing surgery on somebody. And you see this meeting, they're just like, well, we're waiting for so and so. Where the heck is he? He's like, yeah, I actually had to go do surgery because, your trauma department sucks. And they're like, what? It's so freaking funny. I love this. This is like a really good one, like to watch, because in the opening scene, the one Dr. Beck, he's riding a motorcycle through Afghanistan, and
oh
he's like
gosh.
dodging bullets, rockets, and you see like this. It's like a makeshift hospital, but obviously it's being shelled. And they're like trying to keep this patient alive, and they're just like, "Is Malik here yet? He's got to get here yet." He's like, "Yeah, he's gonna be here." And dude just rolls in. He like his motorcycle flips over. You can see like all of these, different, blood bags that are there. He finally gets it together and he arrives. And literally he's like saving patients. There's like the craziest one that you would expect to show up. Killer opening on this. But this is, again, it's the stories that are so good, to the point now where if you go on Netflix, if you don't want to watch them in like the original Korean, they have some that are dubbed in English and it'll specifically pull them up. But that's the reason why some of them are just so freaking popular, because there's something for everybody. There's some romantic K-dramas, there's, some Yakuza type K-dramas
Yeah.
that they have, slice of life K-drama. It's, there's so much that's in there. So
I'll pass.
crazy. You'll pass.
I'll pass.
There's some that I
Oh,
really
Raph saw a
like.
little bit of what I was watching, and even I kind of caught him staring at the TV, and even he was like, "Oh, this is really interesting." I'm like, yeah. What was funny is the comedy. I don't know if this is common in Korean culture or not, because I'm not well versed in Korean culture. But in the story I'm watching, the mother, I'm telling you, is like one of those Hispanic moms. I mean, like one of those Hispanic moms where she freaking like, she's just a hard ass, She's always like giving her kids guilt trips and telling her husband, one case in point, one of her friends tells her how good looking her husband is. And she's like, yeah, if it weren't for his face, I wouldn't have married him. Just she claps back at her kids all the time. And I'm like, geez, I'm like, my grandma, my abuela was just like that. Like she was just very crass, and her attitude was just like that. I don't know if that's common in Korea, but the mom in that is the comedy relief, and she's freaking hilarious.
I know some friends of mine, their moms, they're Korean, their moms were like that too. But even There's even some fantasy K-dramas, like one called Alchemy of Souls, which is complete fantasy instead.
Mm.
Like there's this art that they
I
call
know
the
that one.
Alchemy of that. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty dope. I like that one. Not season 2. Don't watch season 2. That I don't know what the heck they were thinking, but the first one is, man, it's the first one is fire. But getting from stuff that's not fired back to this, no one asked for this free boot. Tron may mark end of Jared Leto's franchise leading days. This is coming from the Heat Vision blog over on the Hollywood Reporter. As Aries disappoints, insiders question whether the self-styled boundary-pushing A-lister can still be counted on to carry a franchise vehicle to the bank. I say no. When was the last movie that Jared Leto was in, where he was the lead actor, that actually did any good?
Uh,
I
Crickets.
I didn't like him as the which version of Batman was he the Joker in? Was it the Christian Bale Batman?
I don't even. I have not followed the Batman movies after Heath Ledger passed. That was it for me.
That was rough. That
Yeah.
hit like we lost Heath Ledger.
I can't even watch any of his movies because my heart just breaks. I can't see him on screen. Like, I just want to cry. Same with Brittany Murphy. I have the same reaction with her.
Yeah. I mean, Jared Leto, it's just like, like I saw, what the heck was it? Like Morbius. Okay. That was so bad that, okay, I could kind of laugh a little bit at parts of it, but that didn't work. I can't remember the last thing that he was in. He's just not someone that can carry a franchise. But once again, with the material itself, you've got another Tron movie that does not have Tron in it, and they didn't even ask Bruce Boxleitner to be in either one of these. So the only person that likes Jared Leto is himself. Yeah, I don't Snyderverse Joker. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much is what he was. But it's just like, no, I saw his acting in it in the trailer. I'm just like, he doesn't, you know, he doesn't pull me. He doesn't pull me in. But yet again, we're with these Tron movies, you expect to see Bruce Boxleitner in some kind of incarnation as Tron, and they don't give it to us. And you don't give it to us again, but yet you expect for us to go out and see this.
I haven't even seen a commercial for it.
I
I've
don't.
heard
Yeah.
talk, but I haven't even seen an ad for it. Not even on YouTube, like nowhere. I've only heard about it through like That Park Place and Pro. That's it.
Oh, he was Dylan. Okay, yeah, I forgot that was him. Yeah, I would not have. I've never seen any advertisements. Um, Something that Geeky Sparkles was talking about on X was, instead of having like premieres and interviews and stuff like that, they just had shots of them going various places around the world. That was it. And it looked like a fashion shoot. It didn't look like, premieres for Tron. It was just, oh, they're, in Italy. Oh, here they are in front of, the Eiffel Tower. And it's just like, why? Why should we care? So I couple this with the fact that, they could turn the, Tron attraction red or Tron Aries. And it's just kind of like, why did this film get made? in the first place. Again, something that nobody asked for. And if there's any pity for any of us, they will not, they will end this right here. Because I do not see another Tron movie. Well, Disney could prove us wrong. They've done it before. But
Well, that's what they like to do. They like to sit there and just franchise. They don't just do trilogies. They like to franchise anything they can and just squeeze it. They spend more money on this stuff and they do make it back. And it's just like, do you not know how to math? Like, what's wrong with you people?
I don't know. Hey, Thomas. Good seeing you. Says hi there. Good evening. Haven't seen you in a while, my dear. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I don't. You would think that with how dismal that this film has been, is performing, that they'll just cut it off. They'll just cut it off there. Because they're just burning money in movie theaters at this point. There was no advertisement, kind of like same deal like with Snow White. Hardly any advertisement for that one.
It's because everybody already knew it was going to be shit. Look at all the bad publicity it got. It didn't need any extra marketing.
Rachel Zegler did it.
I know she did.
About it. Like,
had she shut her mouth, it would have been a switch and bait situation. People would have gotten in there and been like, oh, this really sucked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, either way, Disney was doomed for that film to get backlash.
He was also an urban legend. He was an American Psycho, but those movies are over 25 years old. Wow. I did not know he was an American Psycho. Huh. They don't know what they're doing. This is the company that is tearing out Rivers of America.
Yeah. They don't even know. Don't get me started.
Didn't the same thing happen to John Carter and Prince of Persia? Yes, it did.
Huh.
Yes, it did.
They killed John Carter.
That was just a mess. Thanatos Felicitas. Remember, for 24 months. You know what? Let me hit you up with one of my new clips. Check it out. I had to finally clip that for Super Chat.
Oh man, how many have Mickey met?
Yes. He ran his boat into a car. Thanatos says this was a hit job to cover for Disney. I think this was just yet again another another bad decision. Another bad decision with this. Yes, have to thank Morgan and Morgan for that trailer. Yeah. Yet another bad decision. A movie no one asked for. Well, no one asked for with the incarnation that they did it, because if they would have brought back Bruce Boxleitner as Tron, that would have been gone over way better. But I didn't do that. So yet another one bites the dust. I can't think of another Disney movie that's up next. At least not that's on my radar.
I'm trying not to think of any Disney movies.
Yeah, right.
I honestly cannot think of anything, which is a shame, because if you're not on people's radar, no one's thinking about it. I think the only movie I think that's on my radar is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Because I have to see that.
That's got a cult following. That one's gonna do well.
The first one, it was so crazy. I had to buy my ticket, I think like 2 or 3 weeks before the movie came out, because the tickets were selling out. Like the theaters were selling out. It was in the theaters, and it was also on Peacock. And I forget, the director was saying, or the producer was saying, yeah, we made a ton of money, regardless if it was in the theaters or, watching it online. And the theater was slam packed with people. It was nuts. People were like trying to get in the showings. They're like, no, we can't get into it. It's just crazy. The next two movies are Zootopia 2 and the next Avatar.
Mm.
Zootopia 2. That I wasn't too impressed with the trailer. Avatar Fire and Ash, that's gonna make money. That's gonna make money because of what it looks like.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the visuals, I would tell it to kick rocks, because that first movie, outside of the visuals, I'm just like, this movie
Mhm.
in sense. It's dances with Smurfs. I don't. I'm gonna freaking get it. Forget that. Shoot. Jujutsu Kaisen Extinction comes out the same day. Oh, really? Shoot, that's another anime movie I gotta go see. Dang it. Furries will go see Zootopia 2. The first one was funny. I did like the first Zootopia was funny. Again, Judy Hopps at the DMV. That DMV scene was freaking hilarious. But as for the second one, I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. I did hear about that. We're actually going to talk about that on Saturday. It is a real shame. I think she had a real mental breakdown, and yeah, unfortunately, it's what happened. So, have you seen the official statement from Circus? No. Which circus? Circus? Do you mean Disney? Or which one? How much they spent on Rise of the Resistance? Oh, Rise of Skywalker. Yes, I did see that. Rise of Palpatine. How much money? It's an obscene amount of money. Whew. It was nuts. But what isn't obscene is the fact that we have to wrap up this show. I know we're wrapping it up earlier than we did other weeks, but that's because your girl is back at work. Very, very grateful to be back at work. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Erica, what do you have going on to let the people know about, and where can they find you?
Got a lot going on, just not putting it out on video. Yeah, I'll do that at some point. My floating table is finished. I'm waiting for my theater scrim to get here so I can finish my appearing and disappearing bride. That's my last final touch on this entire setup. And then it'll be complete and I can start decorating outside. So that's what I got going on. I'm popping tons of popcorn because Halloween's on a Friday this year. So I expect maybe more than 3,000 trick-or-treaters. So I am going way overboard on the treats on purpose. Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to be a party. It's going to be a block party. Plus, all of our neighbors around here know we're pretty much, this is our last Halloween. So we're really going out with a bang this year. And yes, I will try and we'll get video footage. We'll put it out. I do want to live stream it. I just haven't figured out logistically how we're going to work that out, managing the crowd and passing out candy without people destroying my property, because the crowd gets really this year I really need help for like step away from this area so you don't knock over my stuff like you do every year. Every
bouncer.
Can I suggest barbed wire electrocuted fence?
I did order fencing tonight. I don't know if I got enough of it.
Is it the type that cattle wire where it shocks them?
No, it's not.
Dang it, that'd be great for Halloween. Little Johnny, go touch that zap.
Dude, I had little kids like come up around and like get into the display area of my yard, and I'm running cords because I've got lights and projections, and I got Victor and Emily because they interact with each other as you walk by them. They've got sensors, and I'm like, freaking like, no, like, come on, use some common sense. So, yeah,
I'm
the
shocked.
crowd
They never do
control.
it again.
Mm,
I learned
can't
from
do that
one.
though.
I'm not going to go into that story online.
You need club bouncer. That's exactly what you want.
Yeah. But we manage, we have fun, we get through it. It's just this year, I think it's really going to be, this is the first Friday for Halloween since the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's going to be like, I think it's going to be really full. I think our village is going to be insanely crowded this year.
Yeah,
But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I haven't decided what I'm doing for Halloween yet. Still trying to figure out what we're gonna do. But yeah, like you said, it's on a Friday, which means it's gonna be
I'm
absolutely.
in my costume already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's your
this is
parrot
it.
hat?
That I got that ready, but I think
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go as a rock,
As a
so I can
rock.
fly. Yeah, so I can fly a starship.
Yeah, it's be a pilot rock called
Yeah.
Geo. Spazok is here. Says I just got home from Tron Aries. I'm guessing there's about another hour of exposition they cut out of a still long movie. Hmm. Yeah, that I'm gonna wait until it comes out on streaming before I watch it. Just to say I
Yarg.
did.
I'm gonna
Just
yarg
to
it.
say it. You're gonna what?
Yarg it.
Yarg it? Okay.
Yarg it.
Arg.
Arg. Yarg.
Well, Tom, where can people find you and what do you have
Well,
going on?
on your station channel, on Dadman's, Ron's, my own. If I get up and film a rocket launch, I've been lazy on that, and yeah, I'm like a bad rash. I'm sort of modding everywhere.
Well, glad to have you here as always, folks. And I've got links to Erica and to Tom's channel in the description box of the video here on YouTube. Yes, definitely do check out Tom's channel and, of course, check out Erica's channel as well. As for your girl, Saturday, 12 noon, no, this is a Spice on Resort Recon Live. So we're going to be talking about all kinds of theme park news, especially the news that just dropped, along with concept art and other stuff about the Universal Kids Resort in Frisco, Texas. So we're going to be talking about that. Of course, some other announcements from Disney with regards to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and other news as well. And definitely bring your questions and insights and all of that so we can talk about that. So again, that's Saturday, 12 noon, 8 p.m. on Saturday. We're going to be having a watch party for one of my favorite Stephen King horror movies because it's so over the top, Maximum Overdrive. So we're going to be watching that on Saturday. And Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, of course, is the Welcome to Florida show. It's just crazy. That's all I'm going to say. You just have to show up. People have sent me like articles and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And if we're lucky, we'll get body cam footage as well. Maybe we'll see another fight at Publix.
Or a fight that I witnessed at Hollow Scream. I couldn't get video of. I tried.
Oh.
That would have been fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, I'll go into it in a little bit of detail that night.
I think they had a fight in the garage at Universal during Halloween Horror Nights. Then again, it's not Halloween Horror Nights without, at least one fight going on. Final Destination 86. Oh, with the Maximum Overdrive. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it. Stephen King. Actually, the best thing Stephen King ever wrote was when he was on a coke bender. Yeah. Absolutely true. Well, you guys.
Yep.
Which one? Sorry.
No, you could say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he missed to it. It was something like he was on coke. I'm like, oh, so that explains it. Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys have been absolutely amazing. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Of course, you have your choice in things to watch on YouTube. So we're so glad that you guys watch us on YouTube, X, Facebook, all that stuff. We're watching this on the replay, #replay crew. Let us know what you thought about the show. And we will see you all next time. Bye.
All right, everyone. Let's tidy things up.
Autobots, start your engines!
Not under the rug.
We'll keep singing without fail. Otherwise, we'd spoil it.
Ready, Prime. Let's roll.
Hosing down the garbage pail and scrubbing up the toilet.
That's all, folks.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.